Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, a leader who's high on style, not so much on substance. Trudeau has failed the moral test of leadership. Trudeau drops into another pitfall of his own making. Trudeau's troubling climate evangelism.
Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, a name that everyone in India is aware about. He recently came to India and put serious allegation on Indian government about the killing of Khalistani leader Hardeep Nijjar.
Over the past number of weeks, Canadian security agencies have been actively pursuing credible allegations of a potential link between agents of the government of India and the killing of a Canadian citizen, Hardeep Singh Nijjar.
And his action created a chaos between India and Canada international relations. Not only Indians, this guy is hated by almost every Canadian as well. It would not be wrong to say currently he is the one of the most hated politician over internet. We Indians have a solid reason to hate this guy, but why the Canadian citizens are hating on him? In this video we will talk about why the Canadian economy is not doing well and why Justin Trudeau is almost responsible for all the chaos happening in the Canada right now. During 2015, media portrayed him as a North Star. Even when he elected as a Prime Minister, people were believed that he is the young face of Canadian politics. But now many international news media are declaring Justin Trudeau as a failure, and according to many articles, this man is really destroying the Canadian economy. In today's date, Canada is facing housing crisis. Look at the graph. It clearly shows that how fast the prices of house in Canada went up as compared to USA. Cities like Toronto and Vancouver in Canada have seen a growth of house prices by more than 400% in past few years. When media asked Justin Trudeau about the rising prices of house in Canada, he said housing isn't a primary federal responsibility. Seems like he does not want to take any responsibility about his policies. Canadian media houses are directly questioning their Prime Minister for the immigrant policy that had been put under rule by Justin Trudeau. According to media houses, the immigrant policy has played a significant role to land the economy of Canada into ground. This immigrant policy is for sure helping Justin Trudeau to increase his vote bank, but it's badly affecting Canada's economic system. Trudeau became Prime Minister in 2015, and his government implemented immigration policy which allowed refugees and immigrants from other countries to settle down in Canada. To support this, multiple program has been launched by Justin Trudeau government. Now the count of immigration has already increased from around 3 lakh to 4 lakh new residents every year. Since 2019, Canadian government had resettled more refugees than any other country in the whole world. Data shows that the population last year grew by more than 1 million, and this is the highest since late 1950s. And 98% of this 2.9% growth is contributed by immigration, both permanent and temporary. As many people are resettling in Canada, the demand of houses are rising and the supply of the houses in Canada is really low. And this is the main reason why Canada is facing housing crisis. Even Government of Canada accepted that if this rate continues by 2030, the gap would be increased by 3.5 million to 4.5 million housing units. Just imagine a country where more than 4 million people don't have a house to stay in. The problems for Canada is not over yet. Their entire healthcare system is in the verge of collapsing. The shortage of doctors is a critical issue for any country, and Canada is facing it right now. People in Canada are battling to get even a single appointment from doctor. Some people are even advertising for their need of family doctor. According to CNBC News, some patients have to wait for 22 months for even a minor surgery. See, this article says that there are only 2 doctors for every 1,000 people. From all this news article and information, you must have an idea how vulnerable their healthcare system is. Not just Canada is suffering internally but also externally. Justin Trudeau somehow managed to piss off USA, China and India at the same time. And as a result of this, the Canadian international relations are going worse day by day. See this video how Xi Jinping is humiliating Justin Trudeau in Bali summit meet.
And that's not how the way the conversation was conducted. If there is sincerity,
After G7 meetings, Donald Trump tweeted and quoted Justin Trudeau as a meek. Recently, a video gone viral on the internet when a person in Canada refuses to shake hands with Justin Trudeau and asks the question about housing crisis.
Hey there, how you doing? Shaking your hand, bro. You're a piece of shit, man. Why is that, sir? You up the entire country. You got our buddy over there.
How did I mess up this country?
Can anybody afford a home? In this day, they're charging people carbon tax. You got 9 V8s here idling for 30 minutes.
This is not over. Justin Trudeau government have a history of serious allegations for corruptions as well. A major scandal in Canada has happened known as SNC-Lavalin scandal. At that time, opposition asked Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to step down. The firm SNC-Lavalin was accused of paying bribe of $36 million to an Albanian official in exchange for lucrative construction contracts, as well as defrauding the Libya government of property and money worth $98 million. In Canada, you cannot bribe anyone to get any contract, and this is protected by Section 426 of the Criminal Code. But to protect the firm SNC-Lavalin, Justin Trudeau implemented a new law which will overpower the prosecution made by any attorney general. The list goes on and on. If you have any thoughts, do let me know in the comment section. I will surely reply each of them. And if you got any value from this video, do consider subscribing us and liking us.